All right, guys, a lot of you have been asking me, Ibrahim, do you do any work? It seems like you just half-ass everything. I'm here to put this to rest that although I do half-ass, there's still a lot that goes on through my day, so I'm here to walk you through that now. Let's get started. So a big part of this is making sure you get up early enough to really handle the day's meetings. For my morning stand-up, just go ahead and send out the message, sorry, can't make it due to a conflict. And yeah, no one can get upset at you for having a conflict, so you just say that and just go back to sleep. If you'll take a look around, I've chosen to go for a pretty minimalist setup. In my opinion, minimalism is the half-assing of interior design. But really, in all seriousness, I do think that it's important to have a clean space because a cluttered space makes for a cluttered mind. If you don't have a clean space, and you're not gonna have that clarity of thought that's needed to grind and put out the true work that you need to get done. So let me go ahead and show you the office. This is really where the true work gets done. And personally, in my opinion, I'm a big fan of this space and I've modeled it after my personality. All right, so one of the main job responsibilities is to read over other people's code because we want to make sure that it's safe before going off and shipping it to production. Now, if you take a look at this PR, this is 11,000 line additions with over 3,000 deletions. This is a pretty long PR. You really do have to take your time, guys. You have to take your time and make sure to parse through this because a lot of things can be missed here. And we don't want to compromise production, of course. Now, with that being said, I'm not on call this sprint. And so I'm just going to go ahead and merge this now. All right, guys, so I've been asked to present a architecture diagram to the company. And this is a pretty standard part of the job, something that every software engineer is going to have to do at some point or another. So if you actually come here, I'll go ahead and show you. So we have the user service and the messaging service combining into the user message and then ultimately making a message latency. Now, if this doesn't make sense to you, it's because this diagram is borderline useless. Really, the priority here was that it's shaped like a happy robot. And what this does is it really hits home with the company values of being a happy-go company and really elevating the company culture. All right, guys, so I did just get some news that production is currently down. It looks like someone deployed some code that wasn't ready to be deployed quite yet. This is something that happens in everyone's career at some point or another. And really, the most important thing is to make sure that the team rallies up. Right now, Sean's on call. He's the on-point person for this. And so it's really important that I'm there to show him my support. So what I've been working on to make sure that morale is still high here is I've gone ahead and made this meme to just let him know that there's always humor to be found in life. But I really don't want to give him the wrong idea here and make him think that I'm going to contribute too much to helping out with the project. So I have this other backup meme as well. One of the problems a lot of juniors run into is they really get bogged down in investigating things themselves rather than asking with the more senior engineers or their tech lead who may have already figured these things out and really solved it just like that. And so if we cover an example here of when you want to investigate versus when you want to communicate with the rest of the team, here I asked, for daylight savings, did we gain an hour or lose an hour? Here with around like 20,000 people in this channel, someone else is bound to know this. And so I feel like this is a pretty justifiable at here. And ultimately what it is about at the heart of it, guys, is you don't want to be wasting company time reinvestigating things yourself. So blast the at here. That's the way to go. All right, guys. So for me personally, I'm more of a tea guy instead of a coffee guy. But I am out of tea right now. If you still have the mint left over from your toothpaste, you can just pretend like you're having mint tea. And I find that tricks my brain into getting fired up and ready for the day. At this point, I know some of you are going to be thinking, Ibrahim, this half-assing to me feels a little excessive. Like, isn't someone going to catch on? You haven't really gotten anything done today. And that is true. It is half-assing, not like zero-assing. So we do actually have to get some work done. So if we take a look at one of our tickets here, migrate data flow orchestrator from on-prem to AWS. This is a massive project. For sure, whoever knocks it out is going to be lined up for a promotion. So you might be thinking to yourself, okay, let's go for that, knock out, chip away some work here and there and get promoted. And no, you definitely don't want to do this, guys. Here's what you have to understand about getting promoted, okay? No promotion means no responsibilities. And once you understand that, it's going to change everything about the way you approach work. So with that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and reformat some of our readmes instead. All right, so it's now coming up on 3 o'clock, which is practically 4:30. So this marks the end of my day. If you like this half-assing, please like and subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one.